Good morning, guys. It is Monday. It's a weird Monday. I woke up at 3:30 to check on the kids. I'm normally up at like midnight. I wake myself up at midnight to like check on the kids, take away the iPads, tuck everybody in, check booties. And I was so tired. I slept in to my own wake up check. Dean was wet, Audrey was wet. It was a mess of epic proportions at 3:30, and then the dogs had to go because they thought everyone was up. Everything is a mess today. Everything is a mess today, and like I'm trying very hard to pull myself together because I'm excited. I'm actually starting to feel better, which it's literally been almost 3 weeks. Really more like 2 to 3 weeks for me, just having been miserable, feeling sick. But it's life has hammered me really damn hard, and I'm so freaking tired of it. So this week your challenge is completely different than I thought it would be. I had a dream about my ex killing the kids in a car accident, and we were in court. He was going to be sentenced for vehicular manslaughter, and basically he was about to get off. And me, broken-hearted mother, pulled out a hysterically large double-barrel shotgun, like cartoonish, essentially, in order to kill my ex as punishment for killing my children. And I learned a few things in that moment was, even though when people have done evil, obviously if that would ever happen, I'd probably be catatonic and not violent. But it showed me that regardless, there's absolutely evil that lives in all of us, especially when it comes to the things and the people that we care about. All of these parents who have lost kids in school shootings, obviously I would want the perpetrator drawn and quartered, and not in jail. I would want that person to feel the pain that I feel. And that's where we kind of realize that there's a little bit of evil in all of us. And not only is that necessary to realize, to acknowledge our own balance, that even though, I am awesome, but when I'm really tired and in a lot of pain, I tend to get testy. So I want your challenge this week is to seek your triggers to kind of switch on the evil. For me, it really has been the pain. I had sinus infection, and then it shifted, and it was all stuck in my sinuses, and it brought on ear issues, which brought on jaw issues, which is what I'm dealing with now. And it's miserable. It's extremely painful, and I hadn't done my ear medicine, and Audrey was just bugging me, not purposefully, but definitely wanting attention when I think I was changing Dean's diaper or something. She was like, "Mommy, mommy, 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 mommy," and I was like, "Audrey, can you see that I'm doing something right now?" And she was like, "Yes, but," and I'm like, "Then you need to wait your turn." And that's terse me. I'm very rarely like that. I'm usually very laid back, and I'd be like, tell me more. That's great. That's wonderful. But I was in so much pain that focusing on one task was difficult for me. And so even though that's not evil, for me, that was a trigger. That level of pain where I lost focus, where I lost the inability to multitask, was a trigger for me. And so when bad times happen, because bad times will always happen, I know that being hangry, I know that being tired, and I know that being in pain are absolutely triggers for me to be bitchy, if we're going to be honest. And so those are my particular triggers. Are there days where things just wear on me? Yes. But when I acknowledge that they're wearing on me, I'm able to provide myself the self-care that I need to overcome those things and bring myself back to balance. So knowing your triggers is really important, because if you don't know your triggers and something upsets you and you're like, why did that upset me? I don't know. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. It does matter. If something upsets you, you need to drill down to what happened, why it affected you personally to the point where you gave over your power and became upset over something. And then you were so ready to release that without actually doing a little introspection so that it doesn't happen again. I mean, let's be honest, my ex does stupid stuff all the time. He was upset that I got Dean a dental appointment and he wasn't notified. And I told him, I was like, I requested his dental insurance information from you 1,000,000 times. Turns out the kids don't have dental insurance. The only reason he could even get the surgery was because he has Medicaid because of his autism. So we were, knock on wood, damn lucky he has that. But guess what? Audrey can't get a checkup. Audrey doesn't have dental insurance. He's like, I'll fix it. I'm like, you're never going to fix a damn thing. Because he's not. And you know what? Whatever, that's fine. I acknowledge that. So now it's my responsibility, obviously, to take care of Audrey. So we're talking about payment plans and stuff that she may or may not need. And so I'm working through that by myself because obviously I'm the responsible adult. But had I just gotten upset about that and not done anything, Dean wouldn't have had his teeth fixed. Dean wouldn't have that relief from pain, which was a tremendous relief of pain for him after the dentist told us that he had grinded his teeth down to the nerve in one of his teeth. Imagine how painful that is. It's painful for me now just because my ears freaking stopped up and decided my jaw hurts and is bothering me that much. And that's not nerve pain, okay? Like, so any adult that would let their child continue to feel that way instead of actually doing something about it is not a parent. It's not. So that used to bother me. I realized why it bothered me because I felt like he should care as much as I did about the kids. Well, clearly he doesn't. But that has nothing to do with me. So it's my responsibility to take care of the kids because I love them and they're mine. And I had to deal with the fact that it bothered me. But he's not like me, clearly. We weren't compatible in a lot of different ways, and this was just another big flag that said, yay, good job getting rid of that shiznit. So you need to figure out what your triggers are. You need to figure out the people that set off those triggers. And for me, it's so rare. It's so rare. And it's almost always the ex about the kids because that's really one of the few things that genuinely upsets me. Anything with the kids. I love the kids. They're my weakness, you know? But anyone could say anything about anyone else and I'm like, meh, whatever. It doesn't bother me, you know? I now I gotta go find a friggin' ENT specialist. Joy. So it's been a heck of a week. It's been a heck of a month getting to this point. We did not win the Powerball, sadly. Congratulations to whoever did. But something as simple as realizing the triggers is really imperative if you want to know yourself. And if you really want to know the people in the world around you. Because it's very much, not even a window, it's a door. It's a giant friggin' door into your own psyche. Because if you're going to react like that to something, then someone else is certainly going to react. And if they don't know why they're reacting, then you can't take their reaction personally. If you do know why they're reacting, you can realize that it has nothing to do with you and move on with your day, instead of holding on to things personally like a lot of people do and just be like, I don't know why she was upset with me. I must have done something horribly wrong. They probably hate me. No, they were in pain. They were in pain and sick and miserable about something else. Or they were just lashing out at you because they know that they could. Happens to a lot of women, I know. Have a great week. I gotta go in and get some work done before I do the million other things I have to do this week. Shun the non-believers. That is our theme for the week. Charlie the Unicorn is one of my favorite videos because the two unicorns that are just so happy and so bold in going after what they want, and then there's the completely static character of Charlie, who ends up evolving in his own way through the brief series, and it very much reminds me of what I do and don't like about myself. So if you haven't seen the Charlie the Unicorn series, I encourage you to fall into that little YouTube rabbit hole today or sometime this week. Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.